Welcome to another stream. All right, like I said, over the weekends, I just do like random stuff. So today, like the theme, like the title says, let's build something together. What I'm gonna be doing is, well, I guess yeah. I mean, I hope you guys can join me. So what are we gonna be doing? Is we're gonna be jumping back into ESXi. We're gonna be jumping back on pfSense. We're gonna build some V switches. We're gonna do our best to figure out NAT on pfSense today. I downloaded an Alpine Linux image. It's lighter. It's a pretty light Linux image. It's what I've been using on Cisco Moron Lab. There's not much on it, but it just demonstrates once we get when we get DHCP running and stuff like that, it'll help us run multiple images and connect to those, and it's just easier to build. At least in my opinion, it's going to be easy for me to build a more robust lab, a lighter robust lab. How's that? To do what we need to do. And I'm just labbing it up, guys. We're just building some virtual infrastructure tonight. And the main topic of tonight's stream will be learning more about pfSense. pfSense is it's a Linux-based virtual router. We got it up yesterday, and yeah, it was running fine. We did some stuff. We got it to connect to a separate broadcast domain that we had. We had built off another V switch. I'll build another V switch, and we'll boot up another instance of pfSense. And I'm gonna go through the configuration. I'm gonna be doing some. I'm probably gonna be I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth to a couple other things at the same time, just so we could, because I'm learning. I'm gonna be learning about it, and yeah, I just hope you guys can join me as we learn this together. So yeah, with that being said, let's just dive right into it, guys. So I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. I don't want to play music. Every time I play music, I get in trouble. I'm so afraid to play music now on this. But, I'm going to be bouncing back and forth on chat too, guys. So if you guys are in chat, I will be paying attention to everybody and everything, and as we go along. So let's pause this for a second. Just make sure that connects. Okay, we're good. All right. Let's build a new. I got no virtual machines on right now. So let's build a new. What I want to do. What did I do? I wanted to edit the name, but that's fine. Let's add. Let's just call it NX switch. we're going to say NX group. And it's going to be that one. So we just created a new virtual switch, guys. That's pretty much what we did. We didn't add no VLAN ID or nothing like that to it. And we had to build, so we just built a port group 2, and that is NX group. We just, whatever names. And what that will do is it's just going to break us off. I will have, again, do the same type of thing. Well, I'll have pfSense. I'll have a link. I'll have one link, one interface on the production, and then one interface on this group 2. And we're gonna boot up a new instance of pfSense. Then we'll add a couple of Alpine. We'll add the Ubuntu desktop to it too. That way we can open up the web GUI again, like we did yesterday. And then we'll manage it from there. Not getting. That was good. There it is. Now it's showing up. That's it. You guys chat. I'll be bouncing back and forth the chat. I'm not ignoring anybody. VLANs. I say no. All right, so VMX 0. So enter the WAN interface. So that's VMX 0. So that'd be our production network. Yes. Enter the LAN interface. So VMX1, V1. Yes. So we want to I'm reading the documentation on another screen. go over some stuff. So what, in a sense, guys, you're looking at. I hate when I put pen breaks on them. All right. So what you're essentially looking at, guys, is the wide area network, the WAN. So that is the that was the BMX0 interface. So that's the interface that's facing my my actual production network, you would say. All right, and that's what it's saying is it's pretty much being dynamically allocated via my DHCP server that I have in my on my router, on my production router. So that's where this address is coming from. Now pfSense automatically on the local area network, okay, on BMX1, that's the other interface. That is the NX. That's the NX interface that that we created. All right, that is this interface right here. That's the NX group. That NX switch that we created. That's what we're going to be using to host our other broadcast domain. Okay. All right, so pfSense is up. It's good to go. And yeah. Just going through the, again, I'm just going through the documentation. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna real quick, I'm gonna go into 2. I'm going to select 2, which is the BMX. All right, enter the new IP address. So I want the 10.0.0.1. All right, /24. All right. For WAN, enter the new upstream gateway. We're gonna press enter. For the new LAN IPv, we don't want IPv6. Do you want to enable yes on the DHCP on the LAN? Yes, we do. Enter the start address for the IPv4 client range. So we're gonna say 10.0.0. We'll say 9. All right, enter the start range. So that way it starts off at 10. All right. Yeah, let's say 9. That's fine. All right, enter the end range, and then we're just going to say 10.0.0.100. We'll just say 2. All right, 254. Enter the end range. Do you want to revert to HTTP as the protocol? No, we can keep it at HTTPS. All right, so it's just giving us the new address to where the web configurator is going to be. So that's all this is indicating. So our web configuring address is this right here. This is going to be a new interface address. All right. Obviously, this is our range, so it should the DHCP server should start at 10.0.0.10. It should go to 10.0.0.254. That's all. That's all looking good. We look at the chat. Go back here. Light keeps stalling. Put that up right there. All right. So we look good. All right. So that's good. So as you can tell, we've changed our local area network address. Our wide area network address is still the same. So we're still, that's on. We're on top of things here. We're good. All right. Now let's go back to my virtual machines. See how my host is doing. Host is doing good. Now this is why I wanted the lighter Alpine image, just so I can mess around with things. So let's create a new one. Hopefully this image boots up. Let's say Linux 1, Linux, and I have no, what is it? I think it's OpenSUSE. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna say other Linux. So we got the NX group on there. We connected the file. That should be good. Let me just do it. Yeah, 550 should be good. This is a pretty light image, like I said. Let's say no to that. Okay. Then I also wanted to go to the Ubuntu desktop now. I want to edit it. Now let's change this to the NX group now. Then I want to boot him up. Let's boot him up first. The reason why I wanted him on there, that way we can get to the web GUI. Which should quick terminal. Right. Yep. Oh, nope. I'm pinging the router. Let me just open up this in its own little. No, what did I just do? All right, so we're connected to our router. Good. Good, good. Configure the WAN on the screen. That's fine. Yep, yep. So we're in there. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna drop this down for now. This might not work. It did not like that image. Good. I try to use the virtual image, but I guess I didn't like the virtual image too much. Let's try the standard image. Oh, no work, huh? So, Not gonna work. That's fine. Weird. It started at a weird. Started at 100, not at 10. It's weird. There's two leases, so I mean, it is on this router. We have it right here. So obviously it's showing the Ubuntu server that we just booted up, and it's showing the Linux lab uh, that we have up. There's a gig, right? It's currently disabled. That enter external interface. Yep, interface. All right, before I get into all that, I just want to take a look at things. That's what I'm interested This is IP6 right there, guys. We won't be messing with them. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna keep it there. Yep, on the WAN address. Mm-hmm. We're gonna keep everything at default, guys. All right, let's click save. All right, so we're gonna keep everything at default. That's all we're doing in pfSense. So we're gonna keep everything at default, and that should. I'm not creating anything complicated on this net. I'm gonna keep just this default. All right. Okay. So I need to enable some stuff. Destination port is required. Let's go with any. Field destination. Actually, let's just go with all right, we'll go with so field destination port is required. Right. Enter the internal IP address of the server on which ports. Enter the internal IP address of the server. 10.0.0.1. Redirect target IP is required. It's not valid to redirect ports. It must be part of an alias. All right, let's apply the changes. See if this works. Drop this down. All right. Google. Oh, okay, cool. All right. We are good to go now. Holy guacamole. This thing's still booting. Reboot the cycle. Obviously, the way I did it wasn't the way I created that NAT interface wasn't the most secure. But I'm just trying to create a router. Let's just make sure 8.8.8.8. Yes. All right. All right. I'm happy pappy. All right. So we got NAT working. We're good on that now. We should be able to, let's just see if we can get to Google now. Whatever. Cool beans. Happy with that. All right. So we got our router. Let me just check chat, guys. Make sure nothing's going on in chat right now. It looks like we're doing pretty good. All right. And then we should, let me just open this up. Console. Um, 10.0.0.1. Is it 101 or 102? 101, right? So good. And SSH should work. Everything else should work. So sudo SSH. What is that? What is that? Slab, right? What's your name? Linux Lab. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know what I must have spelled the name wrong. But so we just SSH'd over to our server. Cool. Yeah. So we got all that. Right. We're cooking with gasoline, cooking with gasoline. Oh, I know what I probably did wrong. For this lab at the lab 10 to Oh, it's Linux lab with no space. That's what I'm talking about. Make an SSH key to this thing. Let's look at what's going on here. probably do is I can enable DHCP server on the LAN. Let's try that. Let's download DHCP server. There's Vim on this thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Sudo apt get install DHCP server. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a Linux DHCP server now. So we'll disable DHCP from the okay. Then so we disabled DHCP. We should still have our IP address though. Yeah, all right, good. What I want to do now though, I want to create another VM. Attach it back to our group. We'll boot up another Ubuntu server image. Looks good. Yep. Okay. All right. Cool. So we've got that up. Now let's do this. Come over here. Get our file up. Now let's configure our DHCP server. CD etc DHCP. Let's do LA real quick. All right, so this right here, guys, this is that's the example DHCP config. That comes with the DHCP package. All right. It's a great file if you want to take a look at it. But what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna copy it over, and then I'm just gonna recreate our own. All right, I'm gonna create a simple DHCP file, and then I want to see, because this is what I was just trying to do, because I don't want I was trying to obviously do things off of my production network, and that's why that's why I've been trying to get pfSense up and working the way I wanted it to do. And so far, we're doing really good. Actually, we're doing really good today. So happy pappy. All right. So let's do this. Let's do a sudo move p, and we're gonna p and dot back. I'm just gonna say copy. All right. Now let's do a sudo touch DHCP D DHCPD.config. Right, we're good. Now let's do a sudo vim DHCP All right. All right. Let's get cracking. Wow. Love making these things. Actually, what are we gonna say for the range? We're gonna say let's take 200 so we can see if this is actually doing what we want it to do. 200. Say 10.0.0 dot 220. Cool. Whatever. Don't matter. Option router. That's the P. We're gonna give it the pfSense router as a router. All right. This might break our Ubuntu desktop. Whatever. Break it. Break it. There you say it. Break it. 25.25.25.0. Hopefully DNS works. I'm hoping. Servers. Now when I boot up, this server right here, this server should pick up that DHCP server. So this is what I was trying to set up the other day when I was taking that DHCP DNS class. I was like, because again, ESXi, it doesn't have a like, it doesn't have like an option that you can just have a NAT bridge. You know what I'm saying? You gotta build that. And the only way to build that, let me just go back to chat now, guys, just in case you guys are chatting it up. Nobody's in chat. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't want the. Don't do that. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Ooh, ooh, we did it. Ooh, ooh, we did it. All right, cool. I'm happy, Pappy. Oh. Server. SSH. All right. Yeah. So, like I said, so if you've ever used like VirtualBox or even VMware, you know what I'm saying? There's an option because they have like their own little network software built into those programs. You know what I'm saying? Those are layer 2 hypervisors, and that's why, because those are layer 2 hypervisors. I'm putting up 4 fingers when I should only be putting up 2. ESXi though is a layer 1 hypervisor. Okay. All right, so that's a bare metal type image where VirtualBox or VMware is sitting on top of a host. It's got to sit on top of a host. That's just because it's a layer 2. All right, you can't just take VirtualBox software and boot up a PC with it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. ESXi, same thing with VMware. It just doesn't work. ESXi, on the other hand, it's a bare metal image. I can pretty much wipe my PC right now and boot up ESXi as the operating host on my PC, on my laptop. You know what I'm saying? There's even a way to do it on the Raspberry Pi. I was talking about that the other day. But so it's so inside of it though, there is no, let me X out of this. I just want to take a look at how all my hosts and everybody's doing. Whoa, Joe, I am maxing out some freaking storage here, dude. I gotta erase some stuff. You was. Let me get rid of you. Let's just say there's some stuff. I gotta increase the storage once again. I'm telling you, these VMs, man, they get heavy. They are heavy, heavy, heavy. I'm just gonna get this off. I know. Just because I still like to do some Red Hat Enterprise Linux stuff, so let me just keep that. Yeah, okay. I'm happy. That's it. I just don't want to be close to even maxing out what we got for what we got going on for even storage here. This thing. Yeah, so I'm actually pretty pumped up. I'm pumped up with that. That is awesome. Now we just have to make sure though once that server comes up though, I want to just ensure that we got like DNS and all that working configured correctly through that DHCP server that I just made. Guys, just give me 1 second. I gotta run the John real quick. Hold on. While that comes up. Thanks for being patient, everybody. Appreciate that. So, let's see where you at. Oh yeah. Reboot. Good. Funny because I did what was it? A couple days ago. Yeah. It was about two days ago. When we were messing around. I think it was in the preparation. Yes, it was Thursday because I was prepping for the class on Friday, and we had what did we do? We updated all of our ISOs, so we downloaded Fedora, CentOS. There's a couple of them, right? Do I have the CentOS minimum? I'm curious if I downloaded the CentOS minimum, because if I did, I might delete the. No, I didn't download the CentOS minimum. I have to download the CentOS minimum ISO file. I was trying to get Alpine to work, but for some reason I could not. I could not get it to boot. I downloaded the virtual image ISO and I downloaded the standard issue ISO. Yeah, I could not get it to. I don't know what I'm. Yeah, I'll figure it out though. What I did wrong. It is gonna be. Yeah, It's gotta be me. It's not the image. It's me usually. Me usually brain farting what I'm doing. That causes that. What I got up here? Let's go to. Dashboard. Let's see what's going on. What I want to see now is let's go. I'm going to look at this. So it still has, even though I enabled the DHCP server. Obviously, it still has the leases are still active. So that's why those two other servers. But you can see though, it's not showing that new server two that I got booted up. So right away you could tell, and we can look that up. You can see that. Where do I find the leases? So CD ETSI. Sure, these updates take ever. But I tell you what, if it's doing an update and it bail up the update, DNS has to be working because then it wouldn't be able to download the packages it needed for the update. We'll see. It's showing a heck of a lot of CPUs there, Billy John. It's fine. Our host is doing good, bro. Yeah, we're only at 14% utilization. We're doing. Where is the? I know which site I should probably go to. You know, I think I actually have it. I think I actually have the whole entire doc, anyways. Yeah, I do. Let's look at lease. Trying to just see where the actual lease file is sitting real quick. It's gotta be some. It's gotta be one of these. Yeah, it's gotta be in stocks. Let's just see. feel like it might not be. Tell me about it. Just think about it. But the codes. So all the lease checks. DHCP server. Is that what it is? Let's take it a sec. So bars. That might be where it's at. We'll take a look real quick. Bars. Nope. Yeah. See, I felt as though this was a different package than what I actually have downloaded. But this is the DHCP6. Yeah, it's a different package. I freaking felt like it was too. Because this is totally different than what I'm building. Okay, so this is going to be useless right now. Alright, let's go back. Okay, yeah, right. Reboot. Let's give it a second. I always got to do more stuff, even though it says log in. Nope. I gave it a minute. No. Cool little IP address. Remember, we set that range ourselves on that DHCP on that Linux server now. Okay. Now let's see if DNS is working. Curious. Yeah, baby, we're good. So that's working now. Let's ping Google. Ping www. Google. Might take a second. And yes, it works right away, baby. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah. I am super pumped right now, guys. Super pumped to save the day. Yeah. Let's just make sure we can ping everybody else though. Ping .0.0. one. Yeah. What's that other one? Yep. Cool. And the DNS, the actual DNS server, which is 103. Yep. Let's check SSH server at 10.0.10.0.3. Alright, perfect. SSH is working. That's it. Screen. Beautiful. See. Yep, I am. Awesome sauce. Alright. Cool, guys. I am so super pumped right now. So remember, so in our NX, our NX switch, let's go over to our NX switch right now. So on our NX switch, guys, we got the Ubuntu PC. Okay, that's what's given. That's how we're getting the web GUI. So that's how we're getting the web GUI for the actual pfSense router right now. Okay, so that's why I have the Ubuntu desktop on this switch, so we can configure pfSense via the GUI. And then we have obviously the pfSense router. It's sitting on this switch, guys, but it's also sitting on my actual actual production switch as well. All right, so that is sitting on two switches. Okay, so it's got two virtual network adapters built that we've added to it. This switch though has no physical adapters on it. Okay, no physical adapters. Okay, but we have server 1 that's actually now acting as a DHCP server for server 2 now. Okay. So yeah, this is actually been a pretty interesting map, and I want to see some documentation I find. Downloading documentation. Let's take us to the documentation available. Okay. Ooh, that scrolls a little too fast. Where are the least? Wow, man, that's a crazy scroll. Least. Ooh, DHCP lease list. Okay. Wow. Huh. Hmm. Mm. Oh, all right. So it's just a command. All right. I thought it was a. I thought it was a file. Whatever. So that's cool. I ran it last time and I didn't see it, so it's just all right. Cool. You know, there it is, guys. Cool. All right, we're learning. We are learning things together. All right, for server two. There you are. Yeah, server two. We already figured that we could in Google do some cool stuff, and all right. So yeah, so we built a Linux DHCP server. We built we built a NAT we built a NAT interface. We built a virtual switch off of ESXi. Um, we created a whole bunch of VMs. Holy guacamole, man! I'm a busy little boy. I'm a busy boy. Yeah, we created a switch. We created a virtual switch. Um, we created a port group. We created a one, two, three. We created three VMs. We destroyed a couple VMs. I love destroying VMs. We've almost maxed out my capacity on my storage again. The host with the most is doing good though. Look at that. I love when it drops down. Ooh, baby. Yeah. And let's check out our actual router. The actual router. How we doing, router? And that thing's doing a champ, like a champ. Oh, we are good, man. We are good to go now. Yeah, so yeah, that's awesome. And the configuration too that we serve no, I want server 1. Let's look at our configuration. So do a less on the DHCP conf. All right, and that's as simple as the configuration is for that DHCP server, guys. You know what I'm saying? What we did is this is like just some default stuff right here, guys. All right, so default lease time 600, max lease time 7200, DDNS update style. So there's some ways you can tweak that too. Obviously, I'm still in like the very beginner phase. Like I said, I just took a class on this the other day, and that guy he made his configuration crazy complicated in comparison to what I've done with DHCPs so far. So this is like the super basic, but it works. As you guys, it works phenomenal. All right, and I've done this is successful. Even I've done this in CML, Cisco Modeling Lab, and it works perfect. You know what I'm saying? It works on a Rails server too. So this is legitly obviously again, this is not probably the most secure way, but again, it's fundamental for the beginnings of learning. So you know, subnet. So that this is the actual just the subnet that we're sitting on. Okay. And then this is the range, so from 10.0.0.0 to 200.220. That's why server 2 got that address. Then our that's pretty much like our default gate. That's like our default gateway right there, our default router. That's the pfSense router. Okay. I'm just giving it the optional subnet mask. And then the broadcast domain, obviously the broadcast domain is 255, and then the DNS. So I'm pointing it back. So I'm pointing it the default gateway. I'm pointing that to the pfSense router. DNS. I'm pointing that to the pfSense router. Okay, and then the pfSense router that's doing NAT and port pad as well. So it's doing network address translation and it's doing port address translation too. Okay, so we set that up earlier on pfSense. Yeah. Ooh, baby. Yeah, cool beats, guys. Let me see. So I do though. I do have to go back into the class material though, and what I'll do is I'll go through the DNS stuff too, because I want to make a DNS. This server 1 will be a DNS server 2, so it'll be like acting as a local DNS server. So we'll be able to it'll be able to resolve names and stuff like that. That way we'll configure that. Again, I'll have to go through all that. Let's check out these. I just got to go through all that class material again on how to build the DNS file and stuff like that. It shouldn't be too complicated. It should be just as easy as what we just did here with DHCP. But it should be pretty neat though. Again, we'll have configured a DHCP server and a DNS server. We'll do some name resolution and yeah. And again, this is all leading up to building. Eventually, we're going to be building infrastructure inside of my ESXi server. And yeah, I really need to. I need to do something about storage though. I'm gonna have to buy eventually. I mean, again, guys, I'm in a financial hurt situation right now. Um, but eventually down the road, we'll be adding uh, at least a couple terabyte storages to this thing. That would be the best way to go about it because I want to build multiple VLANs because then I want to get into VLAN uh, with the virtual switches that you can build in ESXi 2 and have pfSense be able to forward packets through those virtual VLANs, virtual switch VLANs and whatnot. And then we'll have multiple different services, like we'll have an email server, DNS server, DHCP server, that pretty much is part of a actual working infrastructure. And then we'll have to like I'm half tempted to like build an app too that requires all that, like yeah, like a file server to like an FTP server too. Um, and then we'll all yeah, then again we'll have to start playing with Docker and how, and then we'll boot up Docker images on that infrastructure as well, so we can play around with Docker images, and then we'll do some automation with Ansible and stuff like that in on those devices too. That way that way you guys can actually see how it really all this stuff works inside of creating virtual infrastructure. Again, this is where the future is going. Is it's all going, at least in my opinion, it's going. All infrastructure is going to be virtualized. I mean, it's already heading that way as we speak. Um, yeah, and look at this. I mean, I got virtual switches and I got virtual routers and multiple VMs, and this is just all on one PC. I mean, I don't have a robust server setup. I just have a PC with an AMD an AMD 5 1600 CPU with 48 gigs of RAM, and we've already built a pretty, we've already got the starts of a infrastructure that would cost, a couple $1,000 with switches and routers and multiple CPUs and motherboards and stuff like that people used to spend multiple thousands of dollars on. And that's the advantage of doing everything virtualized is you it combines. So I mean, it takes that resource pool that you have and you're able to create so much more, and the thing is like the developers behind the technology of these virtual these images, these Linux images, man. I mean, they're doing some amazing stuff. They're I mean, what they're pretty much doing is they're condensing the amount of resources that these images need, so you can build this type of infrastructure with less and less resources. You know what I'm saying? The folks behind pfSense, I mean, this is, dude, pfSense, you are awesome. I'm telling you that much. This is open source tech. This is all open source technology, guys. All right, everything besides my ESXi server. But I mean, this is something that you can create on Proxmox. You know what I'm saying? Proxmox is similar to what I'm doing on ESXi. You know what I'm saying? And that's open source too. Yeah, I mean, shout out to open source developers, man. Awesome, awesome people. Um, they're creating some serious magic. But yeah, guys, that's we're going on 10 o'clock now, my time. What are we gone? Here we go, a couple hours now. About 2 or 3 hours. I think it's been about 2. Has it been 2 or 3 hours? It's been about 2 or 3 hours now. I'll be up. Most likely, I'll be streaming tomorrow, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw today. Again, I don't see much in chat. Let me just check YouTube real quick, guys. You folks over at YouTube, I'm still trying to get Steam Labs to work on you guys as well, on you guys' chat. It says it does, but I don't know if it really does. But yeah, no, this has been an awesome time together as always, guys. I love spending time with every single one of you. Yeah, so I'll be up tomorrow, streaming. I'll probably be doing some gaming tomorrow. You know, I didn't do any gaming today. Today, by the grace of God, we were able to go over to the food bank and scoop up some food. And we had a great meal, man. You know, God blessed us with a Thanksgiving today, and you know, I was able to finally have a good meal with the family. So that was super encouraging, guys. Yeah, so you know, I spent better half the day prepping and getting the meal ready. We had a big ham with some I made some roast potatoes and some roast carrots and stuff like that. I'm a wicked cook. I'm a wicked cook. I might even start streaming some of my cooking stuff. If you guys are on my YouTube stuff, you'll see me. I think I got one video where I cook with my son, my littlest boy. But yeah, so that was my day. Better part of my day, and then do some security clearance stuff today as well too. So that kind of gobbled up my day. But tomorrow though, like I said, I'll probably be up gaming. The kiddos wanted me up on their Fortnite today, so maybe tomorrow I'll treat them with some Fortnite and gaming together and have some fun. So hopefully you guys can join me then. I don't know if you guys are into gaming streams or whatnot, but if you are, you know, we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun on the gaming. You know, I got a couple other games too that we can play, but Monday though, like I said, we're gonna be picking up, and we're gonna be picking up on subnetting, guys. So, you know, bring your learning caps, bring your coffee. Subnetting's subnetting's a deep. It can get confusing. You know what I'm saying? Subnetting can get confusing. I'm gonna try to do my best to you know, bring it to you guys on a level that not only I can understand, but hopefully you all can understand. You all can get something away, get something out of what, you know, going over the information with me. And that will be Monday, guys. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be chapter 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we're in IPv4 routing and addressing now. So we've taken that step up to the network level. And then Friday we'll do the big review again, and we'll go from 1 all the way to what we've done. Part 4, do some labbing, lab. And as always, you know, if you guys are always interested, make sure you guys pick up your free copy of Cisco Packet Tracer, guys. That's, you know, at netcad.com. All you gotta do is sign up for you just gotta sign up for Cisco. Cisco's great. You can trust it. You know, Cisco's been around forever. They're a big time company, guys. And they offer some, and plus once you sign up for there and get on the netcad system there, you can download Packet Tracer, but they also have free stuff on there too, guys. There's free courses and stuff like that are extremely informational, extremely awesome. I've done, you know, a handful of their courses as well. They even have some like basic Linux courses that you can learn basic Linux knowledge and whatnot. That's again it's definitely worth your time. It was worth mine. And I started getting into Linux and everything. So, yeah, guys, you guys have a great night. I see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you all for spending the time with me tonight. And from my house to you guys' house, I love every single one of you guys. All right, guys, have a good night. I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow.